Last spring, the Calgary Flames brought home the Stanley Cup. However, to repeat as champion is no easy task. This year, the Flames are everybody's target. The Flames' offense is anchored by Joey Nieuwendyk and Soviet sniper Sergei Makarov. Tonight, the struggling Flames visit Detroit to challenge the struggling Red Wings. Live from Detroit's Joe Louis Arena, it's more NHL hockey on Pass. Tonight, the Stanley Cup champion Calgary Flames invade the Motor City to challenge the Red Wings. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Joe Louis Arena. I'm Marty Adler. Dave and Mickey are standing by upstairs. Now, we're getting set for Detroit to take on Calgary, and there are two ways you can look at this game. If you are a Red Wing, you are saying, here are the Stanley Cup champs. They're on a downer. They're winless in their last 7 games. We've got a chance to get them while they're down. And perhaps if you are Calgary, what you are saying is, look, this team is down, winless in our last 7 games, 4 losses and 3 ties. We've got to get out of the slump. And what better place to do it than in Detroit, where they feature one of the 2 worst teams in all of hockey, the Red Wings. Well, whichever the case may be tonight, you're going to see it all. The opening faceoff is standing by. We're going to head up to Dave and Mickey when we return after these messages. You're watching Red Wing Hockey live on Pass.
The front-wheel drive Chevrolet Beretta GT. Engineered and equipped to easily handle the road. Priced to let you easily handle it. Beretta GT. Nobody's winning like the heartbeat of America.
It's Highland's Holiday Sale. With everything they're really wishing for this Christmas on sale for a song. Like this remote control VHS video recorder with on-screen programming just $217. Highland's Holiday Sale. With savings like these, this could be the merriest Christmas ever.
You can't judge the entertainment book by its cover. You have to go inside, where you'll find the entertainment membership card. Use it at the finest restaurants in town, and 2 can dine for the price of 1. For family dining, the entertainment book has hundreds of half-price coupons, and coupons for sports events, movies, concerts, and shows. Even 50% savings at hundreds of hotels and resorts. Have twice the fun at half the price when you do it by the book, the entertainment book.
Pass Sports coverage of Red Wings hockey is brought to you by Today Chevrolet, who invites you to see what's new for 1990 and discover for yourself why nobody's winning like the heartbeat of America. By Builders Square, where you are guaranteed the lowest prices on home improvement every day. Now 10 convenient Detroit locations. By Little Caesars, where you get 2 great pizzas for 1 low price, always, always. By GE, from plastics to financial services, we bring good things to life. By Highland Superstores, nobody gives you more and nobody but nobody sells for less. By Stroh's, fire brewed, family brewed for more than 200 years. By your Detroit Metro Toyota dealers, whatever car or truck you choose, you'll love the quality. Who could ask for anything more? And by the Discover card. It pays to discover, the card that pays you back.
By stripes and bright stars, through the perilous fight, for the ramparts we watch, where so gallantly
Well, speaking of brave, a brave young man there, Jerome Collins of Allentown, Pennsylvania, delighting the holiday season crowd here at Joe Louis Arena with O Canada and the Star Spangled Banner. Dave Strader along with Mickey Redmond, glad you're with us here on a Friday night, the day after Thanksgiving. Hope you all enjoyed the fine turkey dinner with all the trimmings as we take a look at the starting goaltender for the Calgary Flames, Mike Vernon, who has averaged 35 wins a year over the last 3 seasons, but he, like the rest of the team struggling, has not had a win in his last 6 decisions. And a surprise starter perhaps for the Red Wings tonight, number 35, Sam St. Laurent. Those numbers reflective of what he's done with the Adirondack Red Wings of the American Hockey League so far this season. St. Laurent last year came up briefly and appeared in 4 games. Did not pick up a win, had a loss and a tie, but didn't get much offensive support in the games that he played in. And we're underway. The Stanley Cup champion Calgary Flames against the Red Wings. The Flames will be wrapping up this current road trip tomorrow night in St. Louis as Zombo touches up for the Red Wings for an icing call. Let's get to the scratches right away for both clubs tonight. For the Red Wings, Doug Huda, who you may have read in the late papers today, went down with a knee injury in practice yesterday. Today underwent arthroscopic surgery on the knee and is going to be out indefinitely. Glenn Hanlon, Jim Nill, and Tony McKegney also on the injured list, scratched just because of the numbers. Torrey Robertson and Bernie Fedorko. For the Flames, it'll be Dana Merzen, Sergei Pryakin, Mark Hunter, and Joel Otto out of the lineup tonight for that man, Terry Crisp, who was wondering what has happened to the tenacity that was the trademark of this Calgary club last year on their way to their 2nd overall championship, point total regular season, and of course their first Stanley Cup. Sheldon Kennedy, his first shift in the National Hockey League, playing right wing with Yzerman at center and Gallant on the left side as the puck into the seats out of play.
I don't think the Flames, Dave, they're not that all upset at having gone 7 without a win. On the other hand, Jacques Demers, of course, is trying to scratch his head and figure out what do I have to do to get this thing going. He knows the power play has been a thorn in his side. In that game the other night against Boston, the 2-1 loss in overtime on the Sweeney goal, the power play for the Red Wings could have won it. And that's the thing they really want to get going. But Jacques has tried about everything he knows to try to get things turned around, and so far it just hasn't worked. But they've been working hard, Dave, and that's the key. They've got to keep that up at all costs.
Deep in the Detroit zone, Zombo. Checked by Makarov. Here's Neuendijk trying to create something off the turnover. Drops it back to the line. Natra shot. Tip. St. Laurent the save. Loose puck. And he stops Neuendijk at close range. Yzerman able to clear it off the board center ice. Here comes Kennedy.
Got the open Yzerman.
He slides it across, and Roberts just got over there. Kennedy showing a little burst of speed. And we've heard about his skating ability. Here's a drop pass. Roberts a shot going down to block. That was Salming. And Yzerman turns it back the other way. Gives it off to Chason. He'll send it in wide of Vernon. Wings starting a line change now as McCowan, number 34, gives it off to Natras. Cross-ice pass, and it's cleared out of the zone. Burr with a hit on Roberts. Delayed offside here. The Wings never cleared. Now they've waved it off. Comes up the center ice for Theron Fleury, number 14, the little guy who had so much excitement. And Jimmy Carson comes away with it for the Red Wings. Carson playing with Burr on his left wing and Fedek on the right side. Flames regain control. This is Al MacInnis. So much of the Flames offense comes from the blue line with MacInnis and Suter. They are so dangerous. MacInnis, number 2, to center ice. That'll be a 2-line pass as it's picked up by Bergquist.
Maybe one of the reasons right there that the Flames are not on a winning streak, and that's a mental error by MacInnis, number 2. Not an obvious 2-line pass as Jimmy Carson heads back for a bit of a break. That young man is yet to find himself. He's only played a half-dozen games, and he's happy to be here and happy to have that uniform on, but it's going to take a while for him to get comfortable with the people he's playing with, and I don't think we've seen the end of switches as far as line mates are concerned with Carson yet. It'll take a while.
John Chabot now centering a line with Joe Kocur and Kevin McClellan. Should be some banging with this trio. Here's McClellan knocking down a clearing pass. McClellan along the boards, tries to slide it in front, hit the skate of Herdina, and it's back the other way. Here's McClellan. He's got Tim Hunter heading for the net. And a good job there by Mokosak to cut it off before the pass was ever made.
McConnell did a good job to come back and took the pass away, actually, to catch with Hunter.
Here's Hunter again. Pulls up on Shabbat, sends it back to the line. Suter winds up, lets the shot go. St. Laurent made the save. It's loose. Now he doesn't see it, and he has it covered.
Koser and Hunter nose to nose. Joey Koser going up against the Calgary tough guy and holding him right out of there. Sam St. Laurent could not find the puck. It hit him and laid right underneath him. He fell down on it. Didn't know where it was.
Must have been underneath him
It's
the
underneath
whole
him
time.
now. There it is. Right there. You can see it. He didn't know it was there.
Well, he started to get up and said, if I can't see it, I better just stay down on the ice.
Right.
St. Laurent, the winner of the Jack Butterfield Trophy last year, is the most valuable player in the American Hockey League playoffs, of course, leading Adirondack to their third Calder Cup championship of the 1980s. Originally signed as a free agent by the Philadelphia Flyers back in '79. He was never drafted. Back to the line. Natras lets a shot go deflected wide of St. Laurent. Big rebound comes out on Habscheid, who's out there now with Dave Barr and Daniel Shank. Barr playing left wing. Habscheid will play center with Shank on the right side. At least that's the way it looks right now. Zombo comes up to pinch on the loose puck. It's taken away by McCowan. He looks to clear and he gets it to center ice. Now Gilmore slides it across for Joe Mullen. Mullen takes a
got to
look.
stay with him. Can't allow that pass.
Here it comes to the late man McCowan. He makes the fake. Now he lets the shot go and he fired it wide. Back to the right point. Natras couldn't control it. Barr pressures him out of center ice, but Natras regains control. Gilmore hit by Shank in the open ice. On the move, here comes Roberts. Fakes the shot. Shank took it away. Clears it off the boards for Habscheid. Almost 4 minutes gone by here in the first period. The Flames have registered all 3 shots on goal. Yzerman starts it back now. On the move with Kennedy on his left. Yzerman across the line. Kennedy heads for the net. Yzerman lets the shot go through a crowd. Kennedy was taken right into the net. There's going to be a penalty, and I believe it'll go against the defenseman, Johansson, who was there with Sheldon Kennedy. So the Red Wing on the power play when we return. Back in the Jones Arena, and as Mickey Redmond was talking just a few moments ago about some changes in the Red Wing power play, we'll have our first look at it tonight. And Mick Yzerman is centering Dave Barr and Gerard Gallant. Carson is out at the left point. Chase on at the right point.
The main switch you're going to see is Yzerman down in the corner and Carson back at the line. It's been the other way around. And although they've come close, they haven't been able to cash it in. And they want Chase on with a big shot out in the middle of the ice, opposite the far goal post, as he would stand and look at the net.
Here's Carson, tough angle. Blasted shot, Bergen had to make the save. Chase on along the boards is there with Gallant and Carson.
Good
Carson
sign.
goes down.
Excuse me, Dave. Good sign right there. 3 guys on the puck, and that's what they need.
Here's Yzerman. Tries to send it across. Gallant comes back to pick it up. Gallant goes to the corner. Wings spread it out. Minute 20 left in the penalty. Carson lets the shot go. Brennan the save. Rebound is there. Suter looks to clear, but it hit Gallant. Yzerman trying to skate himself clear. Gives it off to Gallant. Drops it back to the line. Keeps on a shot. Brennan the save. Rebound to Yzerman. He'll take it behind the net. Skates it out into the circle. Drops it back for Carson. Goes to Chase on again. Back to Carson. His pass was blocked by Ranheim. Ranheim able to clear.
Can't fault him for lack of effort, though. The play was correct, what Carson was trying to do. Get it over to Yzerman there. He just hit his skate.
John drives it in. First one there. Yzerman sends it back behind Vernon. Natras' check. Carson comes away with the loose puck. Yzerman picks it up. Back to the line for Chason. Moves it to Carson. Back to Chason. Lets the shot go up high in the glove of Vernon. Drops it. Score!
Carson. Look at Demers in the bench. He's up jumping around. 25 seconds on the clock. In the penalty time, the power play has come to life. 1-for-1. And the Wings lead it 1-0. Vernon made the original stop. The puck came down and loose and was stuffed by Sean Burr, I believe. And Carson just beat the Calgary player to the loose puck. Watch it from behind Mike Vernon. See it come out of his glove there. Burr stuffs it there. And here it comes. Boom. Carson on the backhand, up over the stick. And 1-0 Detroit.
5th of the year for Carson. His 4th as a Red Wing. And Mick, ironically, every goal he has scored as a Red Wing has been the first goal of the game. Late man coming here is Johansson.
Oh,
Let's
hit the
go a
crossbar.
shot, and that hit a crossbar after.
Whoa.
After it hit Sailor, I believe.
Hit the crossbar and ricocheted into the crowd. Well, that Flames, something's got to give when you got a power play that's 21st in the league and penalty killing that's 19th. Something has to give. In this case, it was the power play that came to life. And the Flames continue to struggle with their penalty killing.
Burr and Chason drew the assist. Wing putting on some forechecking pressure here. Again, it's Shabbat, McClellan, and Koser. McGinnis goes rink wide. Picked up on the move by Ranheim. Ranheim will peel back toward the line. Checked there by Norwood. Puck comes loose, and McClellan able to clear it. Koser now drives it in from center ice. Vernon let it go. Aaron Fleury at center ice.
The rock and sock 'em shift. You've got McClellan, Zombo, Koser, and Shabbat throwing his weight around.
Of course, McClellan, no stranger to the Calgary Flames and all those Smythe Division battles. As late shot let go there by Bergquist, and now
McClellan shoved Shank, and in comes Mokasak. Wings are jumping, and the Flames, of course, you know they're going to be an offensive team. A lot of Europeans, and they play that style of hockey. We got a dandy for you. 1-0 Detroit. Back in a moment.
just back to live action. 13:20 remaining in the first period. Wings leading 1-0 on Jimmy Carson's power play goal. Dave Barr with a hit on Herdina. Now the puck comes loose. It's picked up by McClellan. Dropped it back for Hunter. Tim Hunter, watched by O'Connell, sent it toward the side of the Red Wing net. It's taken away now by Shank. Daniel Shank coming out of his own zone. Plays it ahead for Habshai. Drives it in wide of Vernon. Now it's taken over by Suter. Gary Suter, Calder Trophy winner, as Rookie of the Year a few years back. Now it comes to McClellan, knocked away from him. Barr has it at center ice. Chason jumps back into the play. Barr across the line, had it knocked off his stick. Brad McCrimmon is there, and he just dumps it out center ice. Salming moves it quickly for Chason. He'll send it across deep into the Flame zone. Gallant will get back there first. Now Neuendijk for the Flames plays it off the boards. Roberts looked to clear it. It hit Chason. Kennedy goes to Yzerman. Kennedy had it for a moment. Back to Chason. A shot and Vernon the save. He actually saw that all the way.
Boy, the Wings are really challenging, Dave. They're challenging the Flames. They're forechecking and hitting. They're hitting at center ice and standing up. And right now the Flames really can't get a whole lot going.
Here's Makar up with a chance. Tried to stuff it in on the short side.
It's the first shot they've had since the first couple of minutes of the game.
And it's cleared through center ice. Gallant got a piece of it. Here comes Kennedy from his off wing. Vernon had to play it. Roberts able to clear the zone. That should be icing, and the linesman indicating it will be as Norwood goes back to touch up.
Davey Barr missed the game in Quebec to stay home with his wife, and a couple of days ago, she delivered. The Barr's first child in the family, Allison Margaret Barr, 7 pounds 5 ounces on Wednesday the 22nd. And Dave back in the lineup tonight and getting some power play time on the left side. Congratulations to Dave and Debbie Barr.
Face off to the left of Vernon. Yzerman steps in for the Wings across from Gilmore, who wins the draw. McInnes now for the Flames. Looks to lift it out to center ice. Zombo gets a piece of it. Goes now to Norwood. Norwood bangs it off the boards. Gallant gets a piece of it. It's stopped by Johansson center ice. Sends it back in wide of St. Laurent. Norwood plays it up the boards. Waiting there was Gilmore. Sends it back in deep. Yzerman picks it up. Gets away from Patterson's check.
Look at him go.
Yzerman gives it off to Gallant. Gallant, though, was stopped by Gilmore. And it goes back now to the Red Wing end of the ice, and it's taken now by Norwood. He'll send it around for Gallant on the left wing side. Wings were starting a line change. Gallant dumps it in. Here's Johansson. Gives it across now to Al McInnes. Pass was behind Gilmore.
Yeah, that's not typical Flames and not McInnes. Look at that pass right from the rear end, and that is not the way to pass the puck. McInnes is much better than that. He's struggling. It's obvious.
Don Burr comes out with it.
Puck should be up in the tape.
Tried to hit Carson behind McCrimmon, but McCrimmon had that covered. Here comes Ranheim, sends it across now. Bergquist, the shot was blocked. Another chance at it. Save made, loose puck, and Carson starts to break the other way. He's got Fedek with him. Carson makes the move on Suter. Now peels back, sends it across looking for Fedek, and the Flames nearly gave it away to the second late man, but here comes Fleury now. The play opens up. There in Fleury, checked from behind by O'Connell. Drop pass and a shot was knocked aside by St. Laurent.
Penalty Detroit as they mugged one of the Calgary players on that rush by Therian Fleury. As the Flames got away with a giveaway in their own end, it turns into a Red Wing penalty in the first Flames power play when we come back.
Brent Fedek draws the first Red Wing penalty of the hockey game. 2 minutes for holding. So he took Ranheim down on that rush by Theron Fleury. So now we'll see the Calgary power play, which was second in the league last year and is first overall at just under 31%, Mick. That's almost unheard of these days. The Flames were 1 for 3 in Quebec the other night. They were 3 for 7 against the Red Wings back on the opening night game at the Saddle Dome, won by the Flames 10-7.
Well, you know, they can open the game up 5-on-5 with their skating ability and puck handling. Very talented people. So you imagine what they can do with the extra man.
Here's Neuendijk, sends it around the boards. Makarov is there. He had it for a moment, lost it. And here's O'Connell sending it ahead for Yzerman. Gives it across now to Salming, who jumped up into the play. Salming lets a shot go. Vernon had to make a save there as the Flames regroup. The Flames with the second and third highest scoring defenseman in the league right now playing the points in McInnes and Suter. Ray Bourque, who was in here on Tuesday night with the Bruins, leading all NHL defensemen in scoring, but just a point ahead of McInnes, who has 30.
They put a lick on the Leafs last night, didn't they? 6-0.
Very physical game. That puck cleared out of there by Norwood. Well, the Bruins are hot, playing very well. 45 seconds left in the Fedek penalty. Just under 9 minutes remaining first period. McInnes lets the shot go. He scored! Just overpowered St. Laurent. You can hear it hit the stick.
McInnes normally shoots the puck very high. The Red Wing defenseman gave him the room, and he just walked in and teed it up from 50 feet. And he just blew it through Sam St. Laurent. Normally he goes high with these, and he goes right on the ice. It caught the heel of St. Laurent's stick, and he realized he didn't get a big piece of it. But with the strength behind that shot of McInnes, and he has possibly the best slap shot in the National Hockey League. And it's 1-1 tie.
So the teams have traded power play goals. 7th of the year for McInnes.
Look at this.
Here's a chance now for Fedek. He's in, shoots, and Vernon the save.
Man.
And back the other way now, Tim Hunter.
Whoa, what a hit by Zombo on Hunter. Boom.
Another collision.
Look out,
there.
here he comes again.
McClellan holds it in.
Here
comes Zombo again. And
good move by Hunter to get away.
Flames pressuring. St. Laurent has it covered at the side of the net. Norwood having words with the Calgary player. Here comes Tim Hunter. Here comes Zombo.
Now, for some reason, Hunter didn't want to go with Zombo. He went over to try to pick on Norwood.
Well, he's just coming off a 10-game suspension. Tim Hunter was suspended for an altercation with Winnipeg's Gord Donnelly back on November the 1st. And I think the game in Quebec the other night was Tim Hunter's first game back, so he may be reluctant to start anything unnecessarily.
Brent Fedek is a goal scorer. That has been his history throughout his minor league career and in minor hockey. But he has not been successful at the NHL level yet. And Fedek's got to score on those kind of plays. He's only got 1 goal in 12 games, and that's his forte, David. He just can't buy one.
40-goal scorer in the American Hockey League. And we've said it before, that doesn't necessarily mean you can do it up here. We've seen guys that can just light it up in the American League. They can't play here. There's other guys that score 20 in the American League, and they come up and score 30 or 40 in the NHL.
Right. Look at this.
Here's a chance now for Yzerman. Lets the shot go, and it was blocked by Suter. It never got through. Comes back to Gallant from Kennedy to Yzerman. He was checked by McCrimmon. Gary Roberts plays it up the boards. O'Connell pinched in on Neuendijk. And O'Connell holds it in. It goes back to Yzerman. Yzerman out in front. A quick shot let go there by Kennedy. Just wide of the top corner. Well, the young man seems to jump into the holes. Sheldon Kennedy. Here's another lead pass for Yzerman, being chased by Neuendijk.
Oh, good job.
Good play by Neuendijk using that long reach. He's able to clear. Makarov had it roll off his stick. Being pressured by Yzerman, but Makarov will get to it and drops it back for McCrimmon. Hunter and Zombo got matching minor penalties. Stallman plays it off the glass. Taken now by Gallant. Ahead for Daniel Shank just off the bench. It goes to Habshot. He's around one man. Tough angle and couldn't get the shot away as he was hooked. Cason started to pinch in, but McInnes has it now for the Flames. Drops it back for Gilmore. Back for McInnes. Here comes Joe Mullen now, number 7. Jumping up on the loose puck. Sends it right in front. Hit a skate. Comes back to Colin Patterson. Back for Mullen. It's slapped away by Salming and recovered by Shank. Shank drops it back to Chason. He's got Habshide with him. Chason lets the shot go. Missed the net. And it takes a strange hop away from Barr. And here comes Mullen now. He's got Gilmore heading for the net. Pass to Gilmore. Couldn't get a good piece of it. Bouncing puck. Mullen again sends it back to the right point. McInnes is there. He lets the shot go. Deflected and a save by St. Laurent on Gilmore.
Nicely done.
And Shank able to clear it to Habshide. Gotta go. He's got Barr with him. The pass to Barr and he missed the net.
Oh, what a collision. And that one went off the heel of Barr's stick. Oh, my goodness. It got into Barr's feet. He could just not get the blade of the stick on it, and it just trickled wide of the post. 1-1 game, 6:08 left in the first.
Flames now controlling the faceoff in their own zone. They're able to clear it. Just under 6 minutes remaining in the first period. 1-1 our score. Carson for the Wings. McInnes for the Flames, each with a power play goal. Both teams with scoring chances just a moment ago before we took the break. Here's Bergquist now across the line. Lets the shot go. Rebound came out in front, but Shabbat able to clear it. Koser comes back to get control. Koser sweeps it across now for Norwood. Up the middle it goes to Shabbat. Dumps it in wide of Vernon. Koser trying to get away from his man McClellan. He does. Dumps it out in front. It was blocked by McCowan. Here's Shabbat. McClellan interfering with Fleury, pins him up against the boards. But Fleury comes out of there with it. McClellan really pestering Fleury, using the size advantage. Now Fleury takes McClellan down, and Gary Fraser looked right at it and said no.
He did. He said, nah, come on, Kevin. Nah, I'm not going to buy for that one.
Bergquist's shot is blocked. It's taken by Norwood. He'll go up the middle now and hits Fedek. He's got Carson. Carson's in. Save made by Vernon.
Hit him up the chest.
Erdina drilled by Burr at center ice, and here comes McClellan. Boy, the hitting
They're hitting all right
in this game more than we've seen in most entire games in recent weeks.
Right.
John Burr now drops it back for Carson on the move. Carson across the line. Gives it off. Fedek a shot, and Vernon anticipated. He was sliding across all the way.
Fedek's upsetting himself.
Maybe should have given that one back with the goaltender committed. 4.5 remaining in the first. 1-1 our score.
Keep shooting, son.
Mike Vernon has been tested here in the first period, as has Sam St. Laurent. Each have come up with some outstanding saves.
Vernon made a good play there because he anticipated the pass by Carson. Look out for Neuendijk.
Here's Neuendijk one-on-one with Zombo, who got a big piece of him. St. Laurent still had to make a save, but credit Zombo with a big defensive effort there. Carson, nice play to drag the puck ahead to himself. Tries to split the defense, but McInnes took it away from him. Now Roberts across the line. Gives it to Makarov. He holds up. McInnes sends it in behind St. Laurent. Zombo was there. Played it off the boards. Makarov was waiting for it. Off the boards now. Fedek chops at it as he and Johansson got there, and it ends up in the seats out of play.
I was going to say, Dave, Vernon anticipated the pass from Carson to Fedek, and he jumped the gun a little bit and got across there. He had everything flying, and Fedek drilled it right into his chest. Gary Roberts off to a great start for Terry Crisp, playing with Makarov. And Roberts, 5th in the team. He's got 15 goals. Only one on the power play.
Career high 22 last year.
Yeah.
He's well on his way to besting that total. Of course, playing with Makaroff and Nieuwendyk.
Yeah, Nieuwendyk's got 17. Of course, he's rattled 50-50 for a couple of years. But Roberts off to a great start. Makarov has opened up a lot of things for him with his individual talent. He can really handle a puck, and Roberts is going to the net, and it's paying off.
Harry Crisp with the Gilmore line out there against Yzerman. It goes to Colin Patterson. His pass intended for Mullen was slapped away. Well, I mean, you can play a guy like Joe Mullen on your checking line.
Yeah, he's a 45 to 50 goal scorer. Icing or no? Yes, I think. No, they let it go. Yzerman touches up.
Yzerman has it again.
Got it.
Tried to roll it in front. Good anticipation by McCowan. Now Natras being pursued by Gallant. Wings forechecking well here in the first period. Gallant will take it away, drops it for Kennedy. Back for Yzerman behind the net. Yzerman brings it around in front. He's being held up, and Vernon covers the loose puck. 2:57 remaining in the first. We're tied at 1. Back at the Joe Louis Arena, face-off deep in the Calgary zone. Flames have outshot the Wings 11-9. A very entertaining first period here. Stay with us in our first intermission. We've got a special feature on the young man that everyone expects to be the #1 pick in 1991, Eric Lindros, playing with the CompuWare team. 16 years of age, about 6'5" and 220 pounds. There's some people that are saying he could step into the NHL right now and not embarrass himself. Icing the call here against the Flames.
Eating that funny stuff, those young kids. I don't know how they get that big that young. Boy.
Sam St. Laurent, who came over to the Red Wings during the summer of '86. He was with the New Jersey Devils organization, was picked up in a 1-for-1 swap. Defenseman Steve Richmond, who played mostly with the Wings farm team, went to the Devils organization. St. Laurent, just a standout goaltender in the American Hockey Leagues for many, many years. The Maine Mariners, most of the time, when they were affiliated with both Philadelphia and then later with New Jersey. Be another icing here.
They let it go, I think, didn't they?
Yeah, they did wave it off. Norwood gets back there. Calgary player Ranheim ran into St. Laurent. Here's Ranheim the other way and went offside as he lost his footing and went down.
I'd like to let the folks know, Dave, about a telethon coming up in the St. Clair Shores area. It's called Cops for Kids, Channel 10 on Comcast Cable, and it's a fundraiser so the policemen of St. Clair Shores can help out 400 needy children, Christmas parties, summer camp, gifts for them, etc. For more information, call Inspector Fred Marengo at 445-5320. That's Cops for Kids, the St. Clair Shores Police Officers Group, helping kids out. So give them a call, help out in the telethon.
Steve Yzerman with just 2 shots on goal against the Bruins the other night, Mick, and for the 8th time already this year held without a point. Only 10 times all of last year. Yzerman checked there by McInnes. Flames look to clear. Yzerman gets a piece of it, but the Flames will get it out. Hunter drops it back, and he missed his man McClellan. Barr jumps on the loose puck, drops it back.
Just offside. Yzerman
For a half shot. And I was looking at the stats last year. Yzerman led the National Hockey League in shots on goal last year with 388. Now that works out to just under 5 shots per game. This year, through 22 games, he has 76 shots, which is less than 3.5 per game. So if he were on the same pace as a year ago, Mick, he'd have 31 more shots on goal to this point. And with the way this kid shoots the puck, I mean, that would have to figure to be 3, 4, 5 more goals.
Well, you know, the difference, though, is, Dave, that they've been taking that away from him a lot of the times. They've really been watching him. They're not letting him have that shot like he used to have anymore, and that's why I think it's more important at this point that Stevie mix it up a little bit, use those wingers, and open things up. And as I said before, he'll probably end up getting it back, but it gives the option, and it makes the other team think, what's he going to do? He's not going to shoot it all the time.
Here's Shabbat across the line with McClellan, sends it to the corner. McClellan being held up by Herdina. Herdina double teamed by Koser and McClellan. Puck is still loose, and Shabbat comes out of there with it. Now gets it back from McClellan. Back in the corner, McClellan and McInnes. McInnes comes up with it. He sends it around. Taken by Johansson, Roger Johansson. One of 2 players out of the Swedish Elite League playing with the Flames this year. Ooh, that took a strange hop on St. Laurent. Burr looking to clear, and he does get it back into the Calgary zone now with a minute left in the first period. Roberts drops it back for Makarov. Makarov across the line.
Look at him go.
Gets loose from Salming, who hooked him and got away with one there. Makarov gets it back, gives it to Neuendijk. Chase on all over him. Back to the point. McCowan misfired on his shot. The puck trickles into the left of St. Laurent. Roberts battling there with Fedek. Now it's flipped out of there by Chason, but not out of the zone. McCowan's shot blocked by Salming. He'll clear it back up the middle. Taken by Burr. Burr drives it deep into the Flame zone. 20 seconds left in the period. McCowan bangs it out to center ice. Makarov checked there by Norwood. It was Norwood that gave Makarov a pretty good welcome to the NHL there on opening night in Calgary.
It was. Yes.
Right at the end of one of the periods.
Right into the Red Wing bench, matter of fact.
Here is Roberts, 5 seconds left in the period, dumps it back behind St. Laurent. And the first period will end with the score tied at 1 apiece. Very entertaining first period of hockey. Stay with us. We've got an entertaining first intermission lined up for you. We'll have a tape feature on Eric Lindros, and of course Marty Adler will be along to update you on what's happening around the National Hockey League. We'll be back with all that right after this.
Well, the Red Wings got on the board first in the first period. It was Jimmy Carson with his 5th of the year, a power play goal at the 5:41 mark from Burr and Chason. Here's how it developed early on in this first period now. Back to the point comes the puck, and that's Chason who gets it over to Jimmy Carson. Back to Chason, who takes the shot, and the puck comes out, and Burr's got it, and then over to Jimmy Carson, and that's goal number 1. We'll take one more look at this. A lot of action as the Wings moved it around a lot. Next goal came up with McGinnis getting his 7th of the year, also a power play goal at the 11:12 mark. This one was unassisted. Big Al McGinnis, who has been hot for the Calgary Flames, actually the only bright spot. You watch the action right from the blue line. Kind of dribbles right in behind Saint Laurent. And we have a tie game, 1-1. Flames with 12 shots on goal, the Wings with 9 shots on goal. Now let's head back to Dave and Mickey. One thing the stats didn't show, Dave, was the number of quality checks in that first period.
No, that's right, Marty. For a while there was about a 3 or 4 minute stretch where they were really banging bodies back and forth. And then it kind of slowed down and settled down a little bit. But talking with a couple of the Calgary media people up here in the first intermission, and I was commenting about what you and I had noticed, Mick, a couple of wide open passes for the Flames when they weren't being contested or checked, and they just weren't connecting, and they just don't look like the Stanley Cup champions that they are. And the Calgary people are saying that's right, that's been a big problem on this stretch. And also he said we're not hitting as much as a team, although as we said there were some stretches of hitting both ways. It wasn't consistent as we expect to see out of the Calgary Flames.
Well, I know Sergei Makarov is not a quality check, but Yuri Hrdina is, number 17. But the Wings, Marty, indeed had several quality hits, and that's what they've got to keep doing, is forechecking and hitting the Flames and knocking them off their game before they really get it started, because they are very, very talented. Any moment they can break loose.
Norwood in front of the Red Wing bench, drives it back in behind Vernon. Comes to the line. Eiserman got a piece of it. It's knocked away. Here comes Gilmore. He's got Mullen on his right. Gilmore tries to get around the defense himself. Norwood cleared it off the boards and was slapped out of there by McCrimmon up over the glass.
You were talking about Joey Mullen, number 7, playing on a checking line. Not a bad checking line.
No.
With number 9, Doug Gilmore. Number 39, rather, Doug Gilmore, former St. Louis Blue. And there's his old buddy, Rick Wamsley, backing up tonight. He played for the Blues as well and the Montreal Canadiens. And Gilmore, of course, has been a real find. What a deal that was for Cliff Fletcher and the Flames. He came over with Mark Hunter, Steve Bozek, and Michael Dark for Bullard, Craig Cox, and Tim Corkery.
Of course, Bullard went on to Philadelphia in exchange for Zezel.
Right.
Dombo lost his footing. Neuendijk comes up with the puck. Kennedy came back to help out. Now Roberts has it for the Flames. Gary Roberts trying to cut in front. St. Laurent knocks it away. There's Neuendijk, and a save by St. Laurent.
Look at him with that strength in front. No wonder he's got 17 goals and leads this hockey club. Nieuwendyk with a big long reach and good strength, but he did not get the puck up. And Nieuwendyk working well with Makarov and Roberts right there. That puck miscued a bit by Sammy St. Laurent, hit him in his skate, and there was number 25. But St. Laurent got the stick on it.
Well, we mentioned the fact that Suter won the Calder Trophy as Rookie of the Year in '86. That young man, Nieuwendyk, won it in '88. 51 goals in each of his first 2 seasons of the National Hockey League out of Cornell, where he played for the Big Red. Here's McCowan at the line. He's got an opening. Lets the shot go, and St. Laurent got a piece of that.
He missed on that one.
Carson sends it ahead first, slaps it deep into the Flame zone. McCowan being checked by Fedek. Natras follows up to help out. Flames able to clear the zone. Salming came over, got a piece of it, but Makarov picks it off. He goes right up the middle, and the play just offside.
Wow.
At the blue line, as you look at the leading rookie, quote-unquote, scorer in the National Hockey League. He is eligible for that Calder Trophy that we just talked about. The Flames
at 31.
Right. The Flames might be able to rename that trophy if this guy picks it up.
He's even said himself, and he does speak some English. He said, you know, yes, I'm a new guy in the league, but no, I'm not a rookie. I mean, come on, 31 years old. And that's the argument now in the NHL, but they don't know what to do about it. Do they change it in midstream? Do they wait till the summer, try to change it? I think they're going to have to do something about it, because guys like Makarov, Verdina, etc., playing in Europe are being paid to play. They're full-grown men. They are not rookies. And I think that changes.
Crisp is arguing something, the puck was played with a high stick or something.
That changes the description of the word rookie.
Yes,
sure.
it did. Well, they didn't actually call Wayne Gretzky a rookie when he had played in the WHA.
Right. Makarov, just another Mac on the Calgary team. They've got a host of them.
Drop pass goes to Carson. He hits the late man coming. Salming lets the shot go, and it hit somebody in front of him. Went wide of Vernon.
I think it hit Fedek.
Center ice Salming sends it back into the Flame zone. McKinnon picks it up at the side of his own net. 2 minutes gone by here in the second period of play. 1-1 our score. Here comes Ranheim. He's got good speed, and he's tackled.
No question about that.
Shank and Fleury have a hold of each other now.
The Fleury that was going wide, and he was outwardly, easy for me to say, outwardly grabbed by Mokosak, and Kerry Fraser nonchalantly went up with the arms, and I got to call that. Calgary power play when we come back.
Each team is 1 for 1 on the power play, and the Flames will have their second because of this grab right here.
Yeah, it's not Fleury as I thought. It is Ranheim indeed, but Mokosak just getting enough of him to throw him off stride because he was wide and flying.
Ranheim, another Wisconsin product. Remember Cliff Fletcher talking to us before that season opener about Ranheim. Very strong skater as well as being quick.
A good shot too.
Gilmore dropped it back to the line. Herdina interfering with Yzerman, getting away with it. McKinnon lets a shot go. Sailor on the save. Gilmore, here's Mullen with a chance. And going down with Zombo. And it's cleared down the ice by Shabbat. McKinnon drives it in behind St. Laurent. Up the boards, Gilmore stops it with a skate. Back to the line for McGinnis. Goes to the left point for Suter. Suter has a man open across the way. Goes deep instead to Mullen. Mullen behind the net.
Verdina is camping out there. Watch out for him. 17.
They try to get it over to him, but the puck was tipped. Now Barr takes it away from him, and he's able to clear it. Down to 50 seconds left in the Mokosak penalty. Early second period, 1-1 our score. Mullen sends it to Nieuwendyk. He'll chase it down in the corner, wraps it around the boards in the Red Wing zone. Mullen waiting on the left wing side, was dumped by Zombo. Nieuwendyk goes to Makarov with it. Back to the point for McInnes. Back to Makarov. Makarov lets the shot go. A hard wrist shot missed the net. The puck will go all the way back down inside the Calgary line with 25 seconds left in the Flames power play. Flames have had the only 3 shots so far here in the second period. Here's McKinnon. Gains control of the zone. Dumps it in behind St. Laurent. Salming got a piece of the puck. Here's Makarov. Checked by Salming. Yzerman tried to send it across. It was deflected by Suter and held in by Fleury. Fleury drops it back, but Yzerman was waiting. Yzerman just slowed down by McInnes as Mokosak comes out of the box. The Wings at full strength. So Detroit stops the league's #1 power play on that opportunity. McInnes from 70 feet fired it over the head of St. Laurent that time. There's that high shot that Mickey was talking about. Here's Makarov. Dipsy doodles in, but had the puck knocked off his stick. Kennedy back the other way, gives it up to Yzerman. Back for Kennedy. And he threw himself offside there.
Remember one thing, you're talking about McInnes. He's the guy that 2 years ago blew a shot from the blue line, ripped it, and caught Mike Liut square in the mask. And if you don't think he can shoot it hard by doing that, think again, because Liut is no slow person in the net. He just said he could not get out of the way, and it crunched him right on the mask from 60 feet out. And that's not supposed to happen.
Gallant has not scored a goal in the last 9 games after he had scored 8 in the first 8 he played in.
He's got a mouse, though, doesn't he?
He sure does.
And that left eye.
I don't think he's fully recovered from that 5-game suspension. That really interrupted his momentum.
What do you have? He had seven goals, I believe.
Yep. He's had 1 since the suspension, but that's been it.
That was the first game back.
Here's Gilmore. Moves it now to Colin Patterson. Patterson gets loose for a shot. Save. Rebound. Gilmore just wide of the net, and Mullen just missed the tip-in opportunity. Back to the line for McCowan. Backhands it wide of the net. Here's Patterson. Goes to Gilmore. Back to the right point for Natras. Mishandles the puck, but gets the pass away to Mullen. Now here's Yzerman. He'll look to come out of there with it. Gives it off to Kennedy. He'll just bang it off the board.
You know what's amazing is that the Flames, incredible. They just keep throwing the puck back in the corner, and they don't mind going to work for it. That is unbelievable. Throw it in, go get it. Work.
Erdina checked by Barr. Here comes Habshai just off the bench. Tried to drop a pass for Shank. Cleared out. Here's Brian McClellan. Rips one from 70 feet over the top of St. Laurent, who gloved it down anyway. McClellan checked by Shank. Now the puck comes loose. It's taken by Sampo. Wings able to clear. Suter looked like he could have played that, but they're going to keep the icing call on. Suter back to touch. And the faceoff will be back at the other end when we return. 6 minutes gone by in the second period. 1-1 our score. Well, they're playing the Michigan fight song here at Joe Louis Arena on the eve of their big game against the Ohio State Buckeyes for the right to go to the Rose Bowl.
How about that Lions effort yesterday?
Good to see them win a big ball game.
You betcha. Barry Sanders over 1,000 yards.
Here's a chance for Hampshire and Vernon. Had to make a save. McClellan just sidestepped Shank's check. Now center ice, here's Barr. Gives it off to Daniel Shank. He's checked from behind by Herdina. Herdina starts it back the other way. Rolls it in wide of St. Laurent. Norwood is there. Plays it up the boards, Dave Barr. Thought about a rink-wide pass, skates it to center ice instead. Dumps it behind Vernon. Suter drops it back to McCrimmon. Plays it up the boards. Shabbat took his man out. That allowed Norwood to hold it in. That took a straight top off the corner board.
That almost went in the net and hit Vernon in the right skate.
Tim Hunter tried to give it back to Herdina. It was blocked by Shabbat, and the Flames bring it in offside.
Boys, I'll tell you, the Flames know they're in a hockey game. They are really looking around with their heads up right now because they're getting hit at every turn of the play. And the Wings almost get a break as Vernon goes out to the side of the net to play the puck coming down, took a bad hop and was going in, and he got the right skate on it. This game moving along very much like the Boston game a couple of nights ago.
Chase on. Center ice, tried to play it ahead. It was blocked. Toaster there to help it out. It was blocked. He slaps at it again. Now Chase on. Got it to Shabbat. He flips it into the Flame zone.
And have double penalties here. Johansson and Koster, I believe. Kerry Fraser not far away, and I think he caught the both of them for acting up a little bit. See a different hairdo on Kerry tonight, Dave? Doesn't have the boof on.
Yeah.
Got her tamed down a little bit. coincidental minor penalties, probably for roughing, to Koster and Johansson. Shabbat took a two-hander pretty good. There's Johansson with the elbow up, Koster with the return right. So Fraser obviously looking to make sure that nothing too serious breaks out. Calls it right away.
Now the Flames in their most recent effort, Mick, they were in Quebec, of course, where the Red Wings broke their long winless streak. At the time, Quebec was tied with the Wings for the worst record in the league. The Wings went ahead 3-0, ended up winning the game 8-1. Calgary went up 3-0 on Quebec the other night and ended up settling for a 4-4 tie. Terry Chris was saying the difference being with the Calgary Flames in the building, even though the Nordiques were down 3-0, their fans wouldn't let them quit.
Yeah.
We're finding that everywhere. Near clean steal by Carson. He does catch up to it, drops it back for Fedek. Fedek trying to fight off a check, drops it back to O'Connell. Let the check go! Just wide of the net. Boy, that was almost a clean steal by Carson. If he had handled it cleanly, he'd have walked right in. O'Connell drives it behind Vernon. Burr will get there first for the Wings. Now for Fedek. He tried to bank it off the boards. It's taken by McCowan. Look out, Fedek. Gets a body on him, but the Flames able to clear. Here's Gary Roberts. He has Makarov and Nieuwendyk with him. Nieuwendyk was in there ahead of the playoff side. Gary Roberts and Joe Nieuwendyk heading to the bench. Have played hockey together for a long time, going back to their minor hockey days. I mentioned Roberts with a career high 22 goals last year, already with 15. Tough kid.
Yes, he is. Left-handed puncher.
Yeah.
Remember now, he got in a scrap with Koster out in Calgary in that first game, and Al Coates, who used to work here for the Red Wings, is now assistant general manager with the Flames. Said, I was so mad at Roberts for doing it. He's a tough kid, yes, but Koster hurts people and hurts them for a long time, and he was upset at Roberts for getting involved with Koster for that reason.
It wasn't really a situation where he had to. I mean, it was out in center ice. I think that was as much of the issue as anything.
Remember that kid that Koster hit in Long Island a couple of years ago? He's out of hockey now.
Yeah. Here comes Coleman Patterson now. Holds up. Now Suter joins the play. Suter overskated it. Kennedy took a hit from Mullen. Here's Yzerman one-on-one against McCrimmon. Yzerman peels back. Takes a look. Flips it across. Oh, what a shot. He fired it just wide. Here's Dombo back toward the net. That was deflected into the corner. Norwood checked by Mullen. Patterson trying to lift it out, and he finds an opening and clears the zone. Now Zambo back into his own end. Plays it to Shank. He gave it away there to Suter, who sent it across. Here's a pass picked off by Barr, intended for Tim Hunter. 3 Red Wings the other way. It goes to Yzerman. Shank heads for the net. Oh boy, somebody threw a stick toward Yzerman as he was carrying the puck.
They shot it, didn't they?
They shot the stick right at Yzerman, and the Red Wing bench up and screaming at the linesman for not helping Fraser with the call. Fraser may not have seen it.
Well, I thought Yzerman was going to go back to Barr there. He jumped into the middle, looked like he was open.
Pitching in is Salming. It goes to Hapshot behind the net. Sends it out to the line. Chase on a shot. Deflected up high and sent higher by Vernon up into the seats out of play. Up and down action continues. 1-1 our score midway through the second. Face off to the right of Vernon. They only have 1 shot on goal still credited to the Red Wings in this period, but boy, they have had a lot of chances. And a lot of pressure here in the last couple of minutes. Here's Hapshot trying to get it back to the line, and it's picked off. Ranheim trying to get loose. O'Connell got a piece of it, but it's held in by Berkwick. O'Connell plays it around the board, and it comes loose to Hapshot. Hapshot across the line. Makes the move on McKinnis, but McKinnis took him off the puck. Here's Barr again for Hapshot. Saved by Vernon. And Johansson clears it.
With a couple of messages to get in. A hello to Sherry Burke and Walter Drager. And happy birthday from the Red Wings to Denise Artis. Good opportunity by Mark Abscheid a moment ago. Barr holding off the defenseman with his body and making the play to Habscheid, and Vernon again has to make a stop low to the stick side. These guys have been getting some chances tonight.
McClellan will take this face-off for the Red Wings against Neuendijk to the right of Vernon. It comes out to the left point. Chase on the shot. Vernon just got a piece of that and went wide. Neuendijk could not get around Salming, who gave him a pretty good fist in the side of the head. Rink wide pass now to Koser up the right wing.
Oh, I don't know about that call. Yes, he didn't have it on his stick, and they'll rule that he didn't have possession, but Koser reached back with that left skate. See him talking to the linesman there? He's saying, you know, I might have looked like I fumbled it, but I pulled it up purposely. He's talking to Fraser. He does have a different hairdo.
Yep.
Got her tamed down a little bit. But see, he pulled that thing up with his left skate, and the rule reads that if you don't have possession, you can even back over the blue line, back first with your skates first, and the puck behind you with your stick, really in front of you, but you're going backwards.
Right.
And your feet are over the blue line. The puck comes 3 feet later, and that is onside by the rule.
If you have
as long
control.
as you have control.
We've seen a couple situations this year where it looked like they could have made that ruling, but they did call it offside.
But right there, I think, might have been one of them, because Koser, he did fumble it, but he went back with his foot and was kicking it up to himself, and it just happened right on the line, and they called it.
Chabot and Gilmore slap away at it. Now it comes loose. It's batted out of the zone by the Flames. Sent back in by Salming.
Another new rule there. One zone to another, that pass.
Mullen able to clear it, and it's picked up on the move by Patterson. His pass, though, picked off by Koser. Center ice, McCrimmon drives it back behind St. Laurent. 1-1 our score. 8:50 remaining in the second period. Bird drops it back to Chason. Chason across the line. Try to hit Koser with the pass. Chason will follow it all the way in. He bumps with Suter. Now Bird and Chason behind the Calgary net. Trying to get some help there from Chabot. Well, the Flames come away with it. Number 7, Mullen up the right side. He stood up there by FedEx. And it's cleared by Zambo for Chabot. Chabot pass got through, but it was just out of the reach of Bird. Here's FedEx. He'll circle the net. Rolls it out in front. Loose puck. Sent just wide by Carson. Johansson plays it around. Herdina gets a piece of it, but so does Zambo. Now McClellan tries to clear it. Herdina had it slapped away again. McClellan will skate it out of there.
Look out, there's 2 of them.
McClellan and Tim Hunter. McClellan lets the shot go. St. Laurent is safe. Rebound is stopped. That is off the Magnets, breaking the action. 1-1 our score. We'll be back in a moment.
Reminder that guests on Red Wing Hockey receive a special gift certificate from Cousins Clothes and Cousins Big and Tall, both located on Southfield Road in Lathrop Village.
Face-off control by the Flames. McCowan, good job to hold it in. Centers it, a chance here, and Bloomquist couldn't get good wood on it.
Somebody was checking him. Was it O'Connell that was with him, or was it Carson coming back? We'll see it on the replay.
Rather, it was Bergquist.
Bergquist, yeah. Bloomquist, Timo Bloomquist from the Washington Capitals. I guess we're not going to see it on the replay, at least not yet. But that was a dangerous scoring opportunity, and a good defensive play by the Red Wings kept it from being a good shot, and it just rolled to Sam St. Laurent. He covered it up.
Bergquist, 5'11", 185 pounds, played in that Swedish Elite League last year. Draw come back to Natras, lets the shot go along the ice just wide. Centering pass here, and it's swept away by Yzerman. Fleury checking him. Gallant drops it back for Mokosak. Plays it ahead for Kennedy. He tips it in wide of the Calgary net. Natras is back there on it now. Pass out of the reach of Ranheim. O'Connell for Mokosak. He fanned on it. Ties up Fleury. Fleury still slapped it ahead. O'Connell knocks it down. Gives it off to Yzerman. Tried to make the move at the blue line, and Natras took it away. And here comes Bergquist. Bergquist drop pass for Fleury. Fleury trying to get around Mokosak.
Little collision.
And O'Connell starts it the other way. Sends it across for Kennedy. And just offside on the play was Gallant on the left wing.
Boy, there's close calls at either end from things really dangerous happening offensively. Red Wings that time had a 4-on-3, and O'Connell made the pass through the middle. Eisenman intercepted it, and Gallant just went offside on the far side.
From Detroit, Rick Arzecki.
Therian Fleury runs into his own man as well as Mokasak right here. Oh, look out of the way. One of those guys was into the garlic last night at dinner. They'd know it. That close range.
Suter back behind his own net, settles it down with 6:45 remaining in the second period. 1-1 our score. Both goals coming in the first period. And the Flames are offside. Just another reminder to our viewers that Cobo Arena, right next door to the Joe Louis, is now the home of Detroit Titan basketball. And they've got their home opener tomorrow. Still plenty of good seats available as they take on rival Central Michigan. And don't forget, with your ticket to the game, you can stick around afterwards and catch Detroit's own Mitch Ryder with a post-game concert. So come on downtown and support Ricky Birdsong's effort to turn the U of D Titans into a basketball powerhouse. Salming clears at center ice. Suter took a hit from Kennedy and drove it back in behind St. Laurent. Chason from behind his own net. Long pass deflected off the skate of Yzerman. McCrimmon gets there ahead of the Red Wing captain. Crimmon slapped it off the glass down the ice. No icing. Did wave it off, and here comes Nieuwendyk. Back to the line for Suter. For Makarov.
Look at Chason chopping. He's going to go for it. Cover it up, Sammy. And Chason put about 4 British Columbia two-handers over the side of Makarov, and you could hear it all the way up here. And Fraser said, got to go for that one. Back with the Flames power play right after this.
Steve Chason off for slashing, not much doubt about it. If you couldn't see it, you certainly could hear it.
Yeah.
He was slashing away at Makarov. So the Flames' third power play tonight. They are 1 for 2. Here's Shabbat, center ice. Here comes Yzerman. He is onside. He's in for the chance. Whoa, Vernon made a great save and a collision.
You got a penalty, a slash. I mean, Suter splintered his stick in several pieces over Yzerman's body as he cut in. He knew he was beat, and he just hammered him with the stick. That thing went flying in pieces all over the place.
It's not unlike the play we saw here early last season when Miroslav Preacher, with about 10 seconds left in the game, slashed Murray Craven.
Number 20, bottom of your screen. Watch him alone. Just look at this. Whack. The stick went in pieces. I think he might have got Yzerman on the right hand, and boy, those hurt. And Vernon made a good play to come out and cut Yzerman off.
Boy, does he anticipate well, Vernon.
He sure does. Stevie tried to cut up short and pull it to his forehand, and Vernon really chopped it right off his stick, really.
A couple more hellos I wanted to pass along, Mick. We had 3 young ladies stop by the broadcast booth, Jennifer, Lori, and Shannon. They wanted to say hello to Mr. Gramelin, Paul Clemmer, and the gang. They brought us a couple of macaroons from a bakery here in downtown Detroit. I said, did you hear about the licorice? And they said yes, and we figured this was the only way to get our announcement on the air.
It'll never do our diets any good.
Well, no. Bribery will get you everywhere. Very good macaroons, I might add.
I was going to say, yeah. I tested one in one of the breaks in the first period. They were excellent.
Rick Natcher is one of several former St. Louis Blues that got the Calgary roster. You know, they talk so much about the trades that Ron Caron has made with Cliff Fletcher and how Fletcher has really robbed him and picked his pocket, and St. Louis contributed to the Calgary Stanley Cup. And yes, a couple of the trades really have appeared to go Calgary's way, but you certainly can't fault Caron for the move that he made, trading Wamsley and Ramage to get Brett Hull. Here's Hrdina now breaking up the right side. Carson back there in a defensive position. Hrdina tries to roll it in front, and it was picked off by St. Laurent. Each team is a man short right now. Natcher's back at the line, gives it off to Fleury. He drops it to McCowan. Lets the shot go.
Sammy doesn't know where it is. Look at this for the crowd. Sammy got it in the thumb, and he's shaking his hand, and he didn't realize he had it, and he looked behind him. You know, there's been the only knock that I've ever heard on Sam St. Laurent is that he's weak on long shots.
You know, and I've heard that knock too. And you know what? I saw him for 6 or 7 years in the American Hockey League. He came up to Detroit a couple of years ago, as we get another look at it here. And he did give up a couple of long goals and kind of strange circumstances. And they were talking about, well, maybe he needs contact lenses, maybe his vision's not good. And I remember him saying to one of the broadcasters with the New Jersey Devils, he said, geez, I never had this trouble when I was in the American League, and I don't think I'm not seeing the puck. And he didn't understand what the problem was.
Did he not go to get contact or something as well?
I think he did at the time, but he never felt it was the problem, and I don't know that he, that he wears it now.
It's a funny thing the way that happens. You know who was really bad on long shots? One of the great goaltenders? Tony Esposito. Jacques Lemaire in Montreal used to shoot from center ice on him and score.
Here's
in tight
with a steal.
He was one of the best in tight.
And now Neuendijk on a rush. Salming's going to have to go over and take him, and a good job there.
Carson.
Comes to O'Connell again. He goes wide, looking for Carson. Yzerman comes over, gets a piece of the puck, but he has to clear it back center right. 26 seconds before Chason comes out to give the Red Wings about a 9-second power play. Well, look at that Neuendijk. He's tough one-on-one. Salming from center ice now. Sends it in behind Vernon. Taken by Al McKinnon. Down to Makarov. Look out for him with his extra room out there. Good play, though, by
the old-fashioned hip check.
Chason is out. Red Wing power play, but only for a couple of seconds. Shabbat sent it across the line. Suter is out. Now the puck comes loose again. Suter looks to clear, and he does. And this will be icing as Mokosak touches it with 3:35 remaining in the second period. 1-1 our score. Face off to the left of Vernon following the icing call. Darren Fleury, number 14. What a year he had last year between Salt Lake City and Calgary. Salt Lake, the IHL farm club of the Flames. Here is Fleury. He had 74 points in 40 games down there before coming up in January. He carries across the line. Little flip pass was redirected just wide by Ranheim. Gallant clears center ice. Yzerman tried to get behind Natras, but Natras was waiting for him. Norwood fanned on the pass. He tried to drop it back, but gets some help from Yzerman. Gallant gives it to Zambo. He'll give it off to Yzerman across the line. And he's in!
Oh, man, right toe. Woo. Holy mackerel.
Flames the other way. Roberts just out of the reach of Ranheim. Loose puck. Fleury was just hooked there. I think Kennedy got a piece of it. The lad sends it in wide of Vernon. Vernon will play it himself around the board. Ranheim sends it ahead just out of the reach of Fleury, who's out there at the end of his shift. He has to be tired.
I'd love to see that Yzerman play again. Did he ever walk through that Calgary defense?
Nice drop pass, Hapshot to Barr. He hits the side of the net. Here comes Hapshot again. Natras cleared it up the boards. Chason pinched in. Salming has it now, back inside his own line. Lays it center ice for McClellan. McClellan dumps it in behind Vernon. Hapshot gets there for Barr. Now Colin Patterson will play it around. It'll be held in. Salming. Back for McClellan. Dumped it in front. Vernon made a save. Rebound. That's just wide there by Hapshot. McClellan dumps it back into the Flame zone.
Boy, these guys ever working hard, Dave. They've worked hard since the bell went off, and they've gotten the scoring chances. Barr, McClellan, Hapshot, and look out for Gilmore.
Gilmore going wide, catches up to the puck. Drops it back in the middle, and a good play. Chason, I think, just got a piece of that. And at center ice, Dave Barr comes back to pick it up. Rolls it into the Flame zone. Minute 25 left in the period. Stay with us in our second intermission. We'll have Redmond's Corner for you. Comes to Mokosak. He lifts it down the ice. Batted out of the air. Burr has it. Save. Vernon. Rebound. Just wide. Boy, a goaltending clinic by Mike Vernon here in the second period. Tim Hunter across the line. His shot deflected right on and sailing out. Plays it to the corner. Burr didn't get it by Herdina. Herdina trying to
Penalty shot. It's got to be a penalty shot.
Let's see.
I'll bet you.
It'll be a
No, he's going for the hook.
Call it.
Oh, man. Demers is going to be up on this one.
Would have been Carson's second penalty shot as a Red Wing. But what a play by Vernon again.
Oh, man. Well, you be the judge. O'Connell in front of his own net, Carson up the middle, and is he alone enough to get a penalty shot call?
Well, there's control from the red line in. Nobody between. I mean, he never got the shot away. That's a penalty shot.
Holy
You
mackerel.
read the rule book, and that's a penalty shot. Now,
Ooh, boy.
I think what Frazier would say is that McCrimmon had an angle.
Well,
And I mean, that's the only thing he could say.
And you know what Demers is saying? Angle this.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. If you're going to call one, there's the opportunity right there. Not that you're looking for it, but hey.
You know, I think
And I'd say that either way. I mean, that's a pretty obvious penalty shot in my book, right there.
And you know, I don't think they should be quite so tough on the interpretation. I think if anything, they should try to go the other way with it. It just adds more excitement to the game.
Yeah, and the goaltenders would like it too, wouldn't they?
Yeah. Well, you know, the
They got the
goaltenders
advantage anyway.
The goaltenders are 5 for 5 on penalty shots so far this year.
We're talking about my favorite subject in the corner.
That's right.
Goaltenders.
We'll talk about goaltenders at Redmond's corner. 43 seconds left. Red Wings' third power play, but hard to count their second one because it was only about 8 seconds. Comes back to Chason, gives it off to Carson at the line, moves it quickly for Yzerman. Drops it back now for Bond.
Flames are going to rush it instead of standing back, and they win it. Boy, if the Red Wings can move it quickly, and the Flames are going to come on them that soon, they should be able to catch somebody out of position.
20 seconds left in the period. Goes to Gallant, gives it off to Carson. Carson's got some room across the line, gives it to Barr. 10 seconds left in the period. Gallant has it in the corner, back to Barr, out to the line. Carson lets a shot go, Vernon the save. Loose puck, Yzerman, 3 seconds remaining. It goes to Chason. Oh, just wide at the buzzer.
Holy mackerel, what a flurry of offensive activity, and the blue light goes off, and we still are tied at 1. But the Red Wings put a barrage of shots at Mike Vernon. And in the last couple of minutes, number 19 and number 10 for Detroit go one-on-one with Vernon. And he came up the winner. Here's the last shot by Chason. Right as the buzzer went, Vernon got the right pad on it. And you notice all of those shots that they're being stopped, all down on the ice. Vernon has stopped most of everything except one. And we are tied at 1. We'll be back with the second period intermission right after this.
Doctor, flying in a mobile.
Well, it doesn't take a mental midget to figure out that with no scoring in the second period, there are no goal-scoring highlights. However, that doesn't mean we didn't have highlights. Take a look at the first one. Steve Yzerman will get the breakaway here, and he will go in on Mike Vernon. Red Wings certainly did have their chances now. You got Zombo getting it on over to Yzerman, who splits the defense, goes in on Vernon, and he is stopped cold by Vernon. Vernon just stays standing. One of the keys to being a good goaltender is stay on your feet, which are on your skates, of course. However, here we go again now. This is O'Connell getting the puck out to Carson. Is this a penalty shot or isn't it? As the Calgary defenseman gets Jimmy Carson, he never really did get the shot away. With a couple seconds remaining, once again, Carson gets it over to Dave Barr. Back to Carson now. They try everything here. Gerard Gallant now with the puck, as there's going to be a scramble in front of the net. Red Wings will do everything as the pressure is on. Vernon, now he went down to his knees, got back up again, and now that was Chason who misses the net, but it was Mike Vernon standing strong in net. In that period, the Flames outshot the Wings again, 9-7. Total shots on goal, the Flames are 21, Red Wings are 16. Back upstairs to Dave and Mickey.
All right, thank you, Marty. And still a minute 17 remaining in that penalty to Brad McCrimmon that came in the closing minute of the second period.
Remember the flurry that they had during that last couple of minutes, too, as well as pre-power play time. What a great opportunity now, the Wings, just like the Boston game the other night that ended 2-1 in overtime for Boston. We thought the next goal about this point in the game might be it, and I have a feeling that could be the next one here, Dave, that tells a whole lot about the ending story in this night.
Here comes Carson, center ice. He'll drive it off the glass. Vernon just watches it go behind. Gallant got there along the board. Chiasson helping out, but it's poked out of there by Nieuwendyk to center ice. Carson. Checked by Mullen. Mullen lost a stick, but it's picked up now by Gilmore. One-on-one against Chiasson. Lets the shot go, and St. Laurent just glanced out that left toe and made a big save. Off the line. Sends it behind Vernon. He tried to get back there, but it's taken by Barr. Back for Yzerman. Plays it off the board. Gallant let it go to Carson at the left point. Sends it across. Chiasson tried to tee it up. Couldn't do it. Natras tried to play it back along the boards. Gallant's pass was blocked. He gets it again. 15 seconds left in the power play. Yzerman couldn't catch up to that one.
The Wings are just missing, you know, on those passes. You fumble it and miss it just by a hair, and it breaks everything up. And they're just missing. Penalty coming up. Detroit. That's going to be a slash. And it's Gallant got caught by Fraser right in front of him, sort of away from the play. And with only 3 seconds left in the McCrimmon penalty, this will be dangerous. That short little slash by Gallant, and he's caught by Kerry Fraser. And obviously, Gallant not very happy about it. Where was it? Gilmore with the puck, right there.
Well, there wasn't much.
Well, it's hard to tell from that angle whether it was more serious than it looked or not. But Fraser thought so, and that's what counts.
Incidentally, I got a couple of letters about 2 weeks ago. I made mention of the Red Wing Christmas cards that are available with the proceeds going to the American Diabetes Association. If you want to get a pencil or pen, something to write with, and a piece of paper, I'll give you the address again in case you want to order some Red Wing Christmas cards. As the Flames go on the power play, Makarov lets it go. Individual effort as he brought it all the way in. Suter held it in for the Flames. Goes into the circle now for Fleury. They got Nieuwendyk set up right in the middle of the Red Wing box. It goes back to the line.
Makarov behind the defense.
Here's Fleury to Nieuwendyk. Back to the right point. McKinnon lets the shot go, and Norwood went down and sacrificed the body. And Chabot will clear it.
You know what set that whole thing up? Suter could have shot the puck right out of the gate, and he held on to it and set the whole thing up.
McKinnon, this pass hit a teammate's skate. Allowed Salming to clear it back the other way. Just over 2 minutes gone by in the third period. 1-1 our score. Dave Strader along with Mickey Redmond. Marty Adler back at our pass control center in Ann Arbor. Nieuwendyk, first one in the zone for the Flames. Got a piece of it. Now Makarov checked by Yzerman. Makarov still controlled. Looks like he's got a magnet on the end of his stick. Sure does. Moves it into Nieuwendyk. Now it goes back to the point. McInnes being watched closely by Yzerman. Gives it to Suter. McInnes gets it back. His pass was tipped by Yzerman, but it comes to Nieuwendyk. Nieuwendyk fakes the shot. Goes in deep for Makarov. Back to the line for McInnes. He'll let it go up high. Deflected by St. Laurent. Back to the left point. Suter. He'll let it go. Deflected, and that missed the net. With 20 seconds left in the Gallant penalty. Here's Makarov behind the net. Which way is he going to come out? He goes to the corner. Gives it to Fleury. Fleury in the circle. Sends it back to Suter. Now to McInnes. McInnes didn't have any room, but still fired it just wide of the net. Fleury's pass comes to Nieuwendyk across from Makarov, but it was just behind him. Out of the box is Gallant, but the Flames still controlling. In front, what a save by St. Laurent!
Deflected by Nieuwendyk, caught him in the left pad. Wow. Completely changed directions by 3 feet.
Suter is checked by Toser, sent to the ice, but the Flames break out. McInnes, they'll have to challenge him. Oh, and the play offside.
Not by much.
Remains 1-1 as the Red Wing penalty killers hold off the Flames. Sam St. Laurent with a big save moments ago. I think it hit him as much as him making a reaction because he didn't have time to react to Nieuwendyk's redirection of the shot from the point.
You got a phone number there you were going to give for the Christmas cards?
Christmas cards, if you want more information on them, you can call this number 552-0480. And I've got an address as well that I'll give you in just a second. Here's a chance for Koser. He's tied up by McCowan. Puck comes loose. Zambo holds it in. Makes a little move with it, but his pass was blocked. Here's Gilmore. Sends it across for Jamie McCowan. McCowan fakes, now carries into the Detroit zone. Looks for the late man. Hits Colin Patterson coming in. Patterson, his pass off the boards. Had too much on it. Chabot drops it back for Zambo. He'll send it around. Held in at the point by Natras. Zambo clears it up the middle for Shabbat. 4 red shirts right around him. Shabbat dumps it in wide of the Calgary net. Gilmore wraps it back the other way. Mullen waiting on the right wing side. Drops it back now for Natras. McCowan checked by Daniel Shank as the puck goes rolling back into the Red Wing zone. Chase on the first one back there for the Wings. Chase goes up the middle, deflected by Habshide. McCrimmon checked by Barr, has to chase it back into the Calgary zone. Habshide follows up. He's wrapped up by McCrimmon. Here's Fleury looking to come out. Shank drives him into the boards with a hard check. Here come the Flames. Ranheim with a chance and a save made there by St. Laurent. Just got a piece of that dangerous opportunity. Barr failed to get it out the first time, and the Flames hold it in. Fleury is there. Sends it along the boards, taken by Patterson. Back for Ranheim. He's tied up by Barr. Ranheim goes down. Frazier right there allows them to keep playing. That puck comes loose. Quick shot. St. Laurent just held his ground as Fleury let one go. Salming goes to Chason. Chason drives it ahead. Wide of Vernon. Suter is there. Looks to come out. Gives it smartly ahead to Fleury. Darren Fleury leading a rush across the line. Drops it for Suter. Suter tried to get it back to Fleury. He was tied up. Here comes McClellan. Checked by Habshide. Teammates last year in Minnesota. The two of them battle deep in the Detroit zone. McClellan just has him wrapped up. The crowd wants a penalty. Barry Frazier just lets it go. Goes to Burr on the left wing side. Ahead for Shank. He was checked. Al McInnes now for the Flames. Drives it back in behind the Detroit net. St. Laurent stops it there. Okasek plays it up the boards. Shank. Lead pass for Burr. He's onside. Burr makes a move. Backhand shot just wide of Vernon. Nice move by Burr to get himself free for that shot. Here's a steal by Carson, but he couldn't make the play with it. Flames play it ahead. It's knocked away by Brent Fedek. Fedek, Carson, and Burr, the front line now for the Red Wings. Going against the top line of the Flames. Makarov, who has it now. He's out there with Neuendijk and Roberts. Makarov waiting. He sent it off the boards. There was nobody there.
He had the right play, but McCowan didn't come up. He backed off.
Here's Fedek going wide. Drops it back. And the shot by Carson.
They lost it.
Was blocked, and the Flames will come back the other way. Rink wide, it goes to Makarov. Right wing side. Got around Burr. Neuendijk heads for the net. Makarov's in for a shot. He lifted it just too high. Back behind the net. Now it moves to the corner. Comes loose. Burr has it. Lead pass for Carson. That was a two-line pass. As Carson was on the Calgary side of center ice. 12:36 to go in the third. 1-1 our score.
At the end of tonight's game, Dave and I will be choosing the Kowalski Quality Moment. Brought to you by Kowalski Sausage. Producers of tasty hot dogs, kielbasa, sausage, and other fine products available in the deli naturally.
And very quickly, Mick, that address for the Red Wing holiday cards with all proceeds going to the Michigan affiliate of the American Diabetes Association is Red Wing Holiday Cards, 23100 Providence Drive, Suite 400, Southfield, Michigan, 48075. Gerard Gallant is the Red Wing chairman of the project. Good cause.
Have time to get that down with the phone call to the Red Wings, and they'll have it for you here at the offices.
12:20 remaining here in the third period. 1-1 our score. Both goals coming in the first period on power plays. It's cleared out to center ice, and very nearly Kennedy got loose to try to feed it ahead to Yzerman.
Oh, wow.
Mullen was upended, and here's Sheldon Kennedy the other way. Pass was tipped by McCrimmon. Center ice, Gilmore picks it off for the Flames, drops it back for Suter. Good play by Salming. Patterson holds it in for a moment. Salming able to clear the zone. McCrimmon sent it back in behind St. Laurent. Flames going for wholesale lineup change as it comes to Gallant at center ice. Drives it in at Vernon. Roger Johansson plays it up the boards. It'll be held in by O'Connell. Sends it back to the corner for Koser. Koser looks out in front, and Gallant couldn't quite get there. Here comes Cason. Has a second opportunity. Sends it across was blocked. Kosher battling with Ranheim, and the puck comes to center ice. Ranheim on the loose. That's the shot, goes sailing around the save. McInnes back inside his own line, gives it off to Johansson, back to McInnes. Lead pass just out of the reach of Berquist. Saint-Laurent tips it along for Kevin McClellan. McClellan drops it back. Mokosak takes it back behind his own net. Now wraps it back the other way for McClellan again. Wink will be able to clear the zone. McClellan to center ice, carries into the Flame zone. Tries to go through Natras, who stood him up. Erdina sends it to McCowan. Up the middle it goes to Tim Hunter. Hunter one-on-one with O'Connell, who blocked the pass. Mokosak just lifts it high in the air. Down by the Flames bench. Rolls back into the Red Wing zone. Mokosak back to get it, will wrap it around. Comes all the way to center ice, and Natras slaps it right back into the crowd out of play. Just about halfway through the third, we remain tied at 1. 10-11 remaining in the third period. You know, around this time of year, Mick, a lot of parades around the area. Sometimes the Grand Marshal Santa Claus, sometimes it's a big turkey. Today it was you in Mount Clemens.
Yes,
I understand the Grand Marshal of the big parade up in downtown Mount Clemens.
A wonderful time out there. A lot of children dressed up, and it was a really great time for me to see all those smiling faces. We'll get to a little more here when we get a chance.
Nieuwendyk across the line is checked by Zambo. Centering pass, and Zambo got back in position to break that up. Wings just able to clear it by Suter. Here's Nieuwendyk. Goes across for Makarov.
Outside. Penalty Detroit.
Oh, boy.
Makarov made the move and was chopped. I think it was it Hebscheid or
Zambo? I think it was Zambo.
He was going one way, Makarov the other, and he just put the stick out on him, and Fraser made that call. 9:43 to go, and the Flames again on the power play. Now look at it. Watch Makarov 42. See, Zambo's going the other way. He tries to redirect himself. An innocent enough play in many cases, but not there. Makarov goes down and outs with the left hand on the call. Yeah, just to finish it up, though, Dave. Yeah, that was a wonderful parade. Santa Claus was there, by the way. It was sponsored by First National Bank of Mount Clemens, and boy, we had a wonderful time. Thanks to Brian Kimball, Paul Irwin, Dave Girodat, and Harold Allmaker. And
you get to ride in the convertible and everything?
I get to ride in the convertible on a nice sunny day.
Okay.
But I'll tell you, it was all worth it to see the smiling faces on those children. And big old Santa got up there and spoke to them all and said, "You kids been good?" They said, "Yeah." I said, "How about your mums and dads?" They said, "No." It was a great day. Over 50,000 people turned out and 107 floats. A lot of fun, and it'll be bigger and better next year.
Calgary's 5th power play of the hockey game. They scored on their first one back in the first period. Wings scored on their first power play back in the first, and that's all the scoring in the hockey game with 9:25 remaining here in the third period. Doug Gilmour across the line. He drops it back to the left point. Suter was tied up by Shabbat, but here's Mullen. Mullen and O'Connell got the sticks up on each other. Shabbat checking McInnes. Yzerman hoping that puck would squirt loose. O'Connell drives it up the board. Held in by Suter, knocked away by Yzerman. He cleared the zone. Wings will change up the penalty killing unit here. Burr and Barr come out. Pass did not connect there with Gilmour. O'Connell trying to drive it around. Gilmour checked by Barr. Back at the line, Suter holds it in, sends it toward the net. Saint-Laurent made the save.
Deflected by Mullen. Barr gets it out.
Oh boy, yep, penalty there. There we go.
Demers is up. Yeah, it's about time, Kerry. And 19,000 agree with him.
Think he was helping that call, Jacques?
Look out. Oh, wow. Oh, man. Gilmour swung his stick at Burr and hit the linesman. A vicious two-hander by Gilmour. Oh. Wow.
You hear Burr, he said he almost killed him.
Yeah. Randy Mitnick got hit.
the 2-minute penalty up for Suter. He'll get interference or something along those lines.
Boy, they'll have a confab about this one, and
I don't know whether it happened in sight of the cameras or not.
Well, I'm not sure if I saw it with my own eyes or on the screen up here, but there is not going to be a penalty. Randy Mitten's over there talking to Demers, saying, "I can't believe you didn't pass that on, and there's no penalty." Of course, Demers wants Gilmore out of the game for the last 8:38. Terry Crisp is being very quiet, not saying a word. Look at this now. Gilmore, who's after him from the bench? Is that Shank? Boys, a little nasty.
Shank and Gilmore both go to the box.
Well, Shank was in the Red Wings bench. Look, I'll tell you what, that kid is really upset. He is really upset about something, and too bad that the game is 1-1. The Bears grabbed him, but I'd like to see him just leave him alone, let him go. If the circumstance had been a little different, I mean, that's, you know.
Well, we talked about the emotion that's been lacking on this team, and I'll tell you what, it's good to see these kids like Kennedy and Shank coming up here, getting a chance to play, and playing with some enthusiasm.
You got it. There's the original penalty. You saw there Barr being pulled down by Suter.
Now, Gilmore and Shank may each get 10-minute misconduct.
Possible.
Now, they've gone to the penalty box and not to the dressing room.
That would suffice for Jack Demers because there's only 8:38 to go. And Gilmore is one of the top players from the Flames, but it's hard to believe that they didn't make a call. Gilmore viciously swung that stick at Norwood.
It doesn't matter whether he made contact. It's the intent.
He hit Mitten. I mean, he hit the linesman and knocked him over. Right across the chest. I don't know what started the other thing with Gilmore and Shank, but Danielle does not speak all that much English.
Penalty number 39, Doug Gilmore. Detroit penalty number 34, Daniel Shank. Each 10-minute misconduct.
There you go. Shank seemed to be handling himself pretty well there in English, didn't he?
Yeah.
The verbiage sounds pretty well.
Detroit, Daniel Shank, each 10-minute misconduct. All 11 minutes, 22 seconds.
10-minute misconduct to Shank and Gilmore.
So they could not come back until overtime if there is overtime.
Right.
4 skaters aside right now for 55 seconds. That's the time left in Zonko's slashing penalty. It's been like a playoff game. And here goes Ranheim up the left side. He's a strong skater. He'll go wide, tries to cut in. Salming. Played it well. Here comes Norwood now. He's got Eiserman and Carson with him. Pass goes to Carson.
I don't know if we sound like we're yelling at you folks back in your living rooms. Our mics are so high down at that ice level, we can hear every little cut with the skate. And it's hard for us to even hear each other up here at this point in time with the crowd yelling.
There's Salming. Boy, he had to do what he did against Ranheim. Perhaps a less experienced defenseman would have taken a penalty. But Ranheim, you know, we talked about him. He's a right-hand shot. He's a left winger by position, likes to play the off wing. And boy, I'll tell you, when he gets those legs turning, strong skater.
Even in heavy.
68 goals last year in Salt Lake City.
Great shot, I'll tell you. Speed in the shot, boy.
Pretty good combination.
Nice combination, right.
Eiserman tied up by Fleury. Tries to duck in front. Puck came off his stick. Here's Theron Fleury now for the Flames. Center ice, he'll let a 60-footer go and sail around. Clear that one aside. 5 seconds before Zombo comes out to give the Red Wings the power play. Here's McCowan. Zombo is out. Red Wings with a man advantage. McCowan realizes it. He'll go back and kill some time. Now Natras plays it all the way up the boards. The Wings reminder for our Red Wing fans, Mick, that they can bring a new unwrapped toy to the Red Wings game against the Blackhawks on December 15th at Joe Louis Arena. Receive a special gift in return. The first 1,000 fans who participate in this year's Toys for Tots program will receive a free Red Wings hockey puck courtesy of Midas. You can help a needy child have a happy holiday by donating a new unwrapped toy to the Midas Toys for Tots at the Joe Louis Arena here on the 15th as the Wings host the Blackhawks.
How are we doing on the Power Plays for Kids, by the way?
I haven't seen the latest update, but I know for sure they want to get that Red Wing power playing gear so we can get some more money donated to the program.
Right.
They were up by, I believe, somewhere between $400 and $450 per goal. Of course, they want to get it up to around $1,000 per goal pledged. The Wings could add to that total right here with 37 seconds still remaining on the power play. It comes to Carson. Sends it across. Quick shot fired high and wide by Payson. Goes to the corner for Barr. Barr is checked by Nieuwendyk, who still controls the puck.
See the Flames not wasting any time. They're really jumping on the Red Wings.
Eiserman behind the net. Looking out in front. Still holds. Tries to thread it through. Nieuwendyk. Got it to the line. Good job. Gallant holds it in. Lets the shot go. Save made by Burnett. Payson holds it in. Goes back to Carson with it. 5 seconds left in the power play. Tried to set up Barr for a redirection. Gallant still has it. His shot is blocked. Swipes at it again. And it's taken by Patterson. Suter is out of the box. The Flames at full strength. 6.5 remaining in the third.
What a hockey game we got going here.
Fleury drops it back for Natras. To center ice off the stick of Ranheim, but he catches up to it. Lets a blistering shot go, and the save made by St. Laurent. Fleury got a piece of it again, but it's taken away by Chabot across for Zambo. Went for half shy, but it was by him before he realized that the pass was made. Now Suter out of his own end. Rushes to center ice. Chabot picks his pocket. Suter, though, gets over to slap it in behind St. Laurent. Norwood moves it to Zambo. He clears it down the ice. That was deflected by Suter, so there's no icing here. Brennan plays it all the way to center ice himself. Pass off the boards taken by Fleury. Fleury looking for the late man coming. Suter. The second late man is McCrimmon, but he was thinking that he may get caught, so he backed up. Zambo up the right wing side now for Sheldon Kennedy. Kennedy flips it high in the air. Kennedy got a piece of it and then lost it. Now it's underneath him, and we get a whistle. And a face-off deep in the Flame zone with 5:13 to go in the third when we return.
Jock really giving that gum a workout down there behind the bench. He's got Barr, Burr, and Carson waiting to come out. He just gave them their instructions. Eiserman, Gallant, and Kennedy. Good to see him using Kennedy out there in a crucial situation. 1-1 game, 5:13 to go in the third period. Overtime looms. Terry Crisp been kind of quiet tonight for Terry Crisp, hasn't he?
Yeah.
I think he is concerned about the way the Flames have been playing. Regardless of how good they can be, he doesn't like to see that happen to this team. Well, they haven't played poorly here tonight, boy. They've played well, as have the Red Wings.
Okasak collided with Nieuwendyk, and Nieuwendyk bounced off the Red Wing defenseman. Here's Gallant. Plays it ahead deep to the left of Vernon. Kennedy sends it back off the boards for Eiserman. Now it's the side of the net. McInnes got there.
Eiserman sticked that up on Johansson. He's down, and Fraser just looks at him and says, forget it. He's got to get off.
Yeah, he's going to the bench.
There's an accident, but they're lucky they didn't call that.
Makarov deflected it to Herdina on the move, who slaps it in wide of St. Laurent. 4:25 left in the third period. 1-1 our score. Gallant goes across. Kennedy was heading for the bench. McClellan was there. Kennedy had to stay out there, and he'll kick it to the line and out to center ice. Eiserman stood up there by Tim Hunter. Wings will finally make their change. Herdina comes across the line. Drops it back. Shot by Tim Hunter. St. Laurent the save. Drops it off for Dave Barr. Barr got it to center ice. Leap pass for Carson. One-on-one against McCowan. Carson
pulled down. No call.
Oh!
No call.
Boy, that's got to be a penalty. Took away a scoring chance. Back to the point. Salmon. His shot is blocked. Boy, that's a tough one for Gary Fraser to let go at any point in the hockey game. Here's Herdina. Across center ice, winds up, lets one go, but that was blocked by Norwood, ends up in the corner. 3:25 remaining now in regulation time. Pass goes to Barr. He sends it in wide of Vernon. Burr and McCrimmon. Now Ranheim lost it to Barr. Back to the point. Norwood shot hit by the Calgary clear. McCrimmon and just wide.
He looked at his stick. Look out for Ranheim.
Sambo pinched in, and here comes Ranheim. One-on-one against Norwood. The shot blocked by Norwood and up over the glass out of play. 3:05 to go. Don't leave your front row seat. 1-1 the score. Well, the shot's 11-2 favoring Calgary here in the third period. But, you know, it seems that most of the Red Wings scoring chances have not resulted in shots on goal.
Yeah. Territorially, it's not an 11 shots to 2 third period.
Here's an example of a scoring chance that's not a shot on goal.
That's a medium. That is a medium right down the middle, and that's why Fraser let it go. It wasn't blatant. Yes, it could have been called, but with less than 4 to go, he said, no, I'm letting it go.
Here's a chance for Ranheim at St. Laurent. Came out and covered it up. Looked like the stick came up high on Carson and caused him to not get the shot on goal. But again, I guess it wasn't as blatant as other calls.
Fraser's a veteran referee, and you know they don't miss too much out there. Ranheim, like a hound dog, sniffing the prey. Boy, he saw that loose puck and darted out for it. Although he knew he was going to get hit, he just stuffed it, and Sammy held his ground. Might as well, for all purposes, be overtime right now. 2:57 in a 1-1 game.
Suter banned on the shot, came back to the line. Now it ends up wide of the Detroit net. Mokosak hammers it up the boards. Yzerman has it. He's got Habscheid away on the right side. Yzerman's going to try to go wide, but McInnes had him played well. Now Suter and Habscheid get there at the same time. Yzerman digs it loose. Sends it to the bottom of the circle. His pass was blocked by Ranheim, who anticipated it well. Ranheim going wide on Mokosak. That's those legs turning again. Cuts behind the net. Tried to roll it in front. Comes all the way out to McInnes. He stumbled.
Look out. Nobody there.
Now it goes to the corner. Mullen drops it back for Fleury.
He missed it. They're tired, boys. Both sides. Look at this. Chabot 2-on-1.
He's got Mokosak with him. Drops it back to the man just off the bench. Coaster. Being checked by Gary Roberts.
Still got it.
Chabot over to help out. He digs it loose. McInnes helps it around the boards. Here comes Chason. Gives it to Chabot. Back to the line for Gallant. And the pass is blocked. Here's Fleury. Salming may have an angle on him. Fleury lets the shot go. He scores! Aaron Fleury with 1:46 to go. Beats St. Laurent from about 30 feet, and it's 2-1 Calgary. It started when Chason pinched in back in the Calgary zone.
Well, I'm not sure. Right there, it's Chason who doesn't see Fleury. He takes the pass from Gallant. Fleury intercepted it, made a good play. Beat him short side? Yes. Short side, stick side, just inside the post. Salming did have an angle, and Fleury knew it, and he let the shot go, top of the circle right there. And beat St. Laurent on the short side. And don't think the Flames aren't excited to get that one. That bench was up. We've got a timeout now. We will take a timeout. Fleury the goal, and it's 2-1 with 1:46 to go. Back in
Very crisp. Breathing a sigh of relief, I'm sure, after that goal by Aaron Fleury, unassisted all the way. He took it off of Chason's stick. Earlier in that sequence, Chason had pinched in, and it doesn't seem like the Wings ever recovered from that.
He got back to his spot, but what happened is he's looking back. He was still pinched in about 15 feet. He was looking back at Gallant, who was on the line. As a result, he can't be looking the other way, and Fleury jumped into him before Chason could turn and dump the puck in and stole it right off his stick. He didn't even see him coming. And he made a good shot just inside the goalpost.
So 1:46 still remaining in regulation time. Yzerman, Gallant, and Carson out there now. So Demers trying to get all the offensive firepower out there, and St. Laurent's going to head right to the bench.
Right now.
Norwood will hold it in, but it'll be taken by Natras. Didn't clear it out of there. Held in by Koser. That hit a skate inside the line. Natras failed to clear
Somebody
it.
in front.
Here's Eiserman. Rolled it across, and it was behind Carson. Gary Roberts now. He is hooked.
Left the puck of the linesman.
Now from center ice, Makarov dumps it in wide of the open net. 1:16 remaining in regulation time. The Wings need one to force overtime. Eiserman got it across the line, but the play ruled offside.
Well, you know, they had the mismatch they wanted to, but Eiserman didn't have time to get up in front, take a look, because Carson was there, but one of the Flames was between he and Carson, and they couldn't execute.
Wanted to quickly get in a happy 65th birthday to Kitty Kopech, a loyal Red Wing fan for over 40 years. Watching the game tonight. And on the edge of her seat, I'm sure, as the rest of us are here with 1:10 left in the third period. An empty net, as you just saw. St. Laurent's gone to the bench for the extra attacker. Well, I'd like to look up and see how many goals have been scored by the Red Wings in games where St. Laurent's been the goaltender gave away.
Yes.
Score!
Yes.
McGinnis gave it away. Al McGinnis gave it right to Eiserman. He made no mistake, and we are tied.
And look where he went, right underneath the bar. They get a break finally. Look at that.
McGinnis couldn't believe he did it. Neither could Mike Vernon.
Oh, boy. You know, it's one of those things. There's bodies everywhere. Look, there's 3 Red Wings right there. Eiserman turned to hit him in the elbow, and he walked in and he stuffed right underneath the crossbar. They've been going low on Vernon all night long, and he stopped everything but one. Look where he goes on this one. Thank you. No mistake about it. 2-2, 55 seconds left.
12th of the season for Eiserman. He's across the line again. He shoots, and he tried to set up Gallant, who couldn't quite get there. 45 seconds to go in regulation time. Here's Gallant again. He's got Barr. Gallant just scored! Gallant scored! 38 seconds to go!
Look at this place. Listen to him. One more time. It's a miscue right there at center ice by the Flames. Picked up by Gallant. He uses Barr as a decoy right along the... You know what? That puck hit McInnes. It deflected and went underneath Vernon. Watch McInnes. It hit him somewhere. That thing was going up, and it ended up on the ice. And another timeout with only 38 seconds to go.
Well, during the winless streak, everyone was saying the Red Wings key performers were not scoring. And what do we get in the last minute, 20 seconds? Eiserman scores, and then Gallant, his first one in 9 games.
You can't even hear Bud Lynch. The people are still standing and clapping here.
Well, I tell you, if they can hang on to this, this is the kind of thing you can build on.
It's the kind of thing you can turn it around on, exactly.
You know, Toronto's lost 4 or 5 in a row.
Yeah.
You know, a win here in the Red Wings mix would be just 5 behind Toronto.
And look at these guys. They're still standing.
They're still standing.
They are. Look at them.
They're dancing and high-fiving. A minute ago, they were fighting.
Vernon, he's got to go out quickly as he can.
Zambo goes to Eiserman. Lets one go from 70 feet, trying to catch Vernon. 30 seconds on the clock. The Flames still have a chance to tie the hockey game and send it to overtime. Here's Zambo with a steal. It's off of Suter. He's going to have to chase it back. Barr will be all over him. Here's McInnes.
Here we go, and here comes Vernon. He's got to go.
That puck rolls down into the Red Wing zone. Norwood sends it back around. Barr will get there. It didn't come out of the zone. Zombo lifts it high in the air. That'll do it. Makarov is there. The Red Wings with a big win over the Stanley Cup champions. Well, a lot of this crowd doesn't want to leave. You know, in recent games, they've been leaving with about 8 minutes left in the game. I think they'd like to stay for an extra 10 or 15 and just absorb this one a little bit. 3-2, the Red Wings win it. And we'll be back with a recap right after this.